All right. So, my name, major, and university. My name is Nicole. I am majoring in computing and law at Singapore Management University. I joined this program because I met Asel at an event in school, and she spoke about Gen AI and its potential impacts on being a student and how we can use it to our benefit in terms of productivity. And after the program, or the workshop that she conducted, I spoke with her privately outside, and she was talking to me about how she had this initiative, this Break into Tech program, where she was hoping to enable people with the skills to break into the big tech industry, and about her industry partners and the people that she's managed to get on board as well. So I found this very interesting, and she reached out later to offer me a scholarship into the program. And given that I was quite interested already, I took it up. And over the past few weeks, I've been taking it as an asynchronous student. So I haven't been doing the projects because I've had a lot of things getting in the way with school. But I have been diligently watching the the weekly sessions, and I've also been taking part in the exercises. I've actually have my notebook over here with everything that I've been taking down. And I think for me personally, how it's helped me professionally is I am still a student. I'm finishing up my second year, which means I have a lot of uncertainty when it comes to where I want to go in the future. I didn't have a tech background before university. I was actually a humanities student. So when I first came into the tech space and given my degree of computing and law, I felt like I was treading this very interdisciplinary area where I wasn't quite fully in tech, and I felt like in order to be able to keep up with the industry, I'd have to code a lot, code very hard, lead code every day, and that's kind of the only way that I saw myself entering tech. Now, I mean, I don't. That's not to say that technical skills aren't important. Obviously, they are, but I wanted to, or rather, I felt the pressure to do all of that because to me, the tech industry was just about how much you know, how much you can fit in. And I think that scared me as well because all my peers who enter the tech space at the university level have some form of a background while I don't. And in in the future, let's say 5 or 10 years down the line, anything that I learn now is not going to be useful. I remember when ChatGPT first came out, I was so shocked to see that people weren't really like googling their programming questions anymore. They were ChatGPTing them. And I just remember thinking, "Oh wow, like nothing that I learn is ever gonna be useful within the next 10 years because of how fast the tech space is evolving." So I think what Break into Tech has done for me in that sense is it's given me a lot of clarity into certain fields. So you've had talks by like people in tech sales or in like product management and such with these speakers from very, very established backgrounds. And these speakers from very, very established backgrounds, well, they started off like me. Like they shared about their experiences as a student and how a lot of the times their academic background isn't quite aligned with what they do now. And they also shared about how ultimately at the end of the day it's not about your technical, your hard skills. It's about how you can. I remember this speaker Robert Smith talking about transferable skills, what you can take from one industry and bring to the next. And I think that was for me very, very insightful because yeah, I really thought that all I had to do was grind out lead code and that would help me. And of course, that's still helpful. But knowing that I could take the skills that I have from my humanities background and transfer them into the tech space, and that could be an asset to me, was something that never really occurred to me before Break into Tech. So, how this program has truly helped me to progress professionally is it's made me more secure in my value add, and it's allowed me to kind of think more about how I, as a person, could contribute to the tech space beyond just the hard skills because the hard skills are ultimately something that you're going to have to continuously work on. Again, the tech space is evolving, right? And yeah, so how personally I've gone about this is I had this mentor, this wonderful mentor, Alexandra. And whenever we met, we would talk about my direction because, again, as a student in a very, very new field, it's very difficult to know exactly what you want to do in the future. So that was what I worked on with Alexandra. So we did things like ikigais, looking through LinkedIn's, and working on my branding, my proposition, what I could sell to people, who I was, and all of that was very very insightful to me because now when I go into an interview, I know that I shouldn't be trying to sell this idea that I am a very technical person. I mean, of course, I want to be a technical person, but I should be more so selling the fact that I am hardworking. I am somebody who has worked in multiple fields, who has experiences with many different domains. I am someone who, if you put me somewhere, given my dynamism and my ability to adapt, can overcome any challenge and deliver whatever you want me to deliver. Like, what I've realized is that I don't, I shouldn't be selling tech as my proposition. I shouldn't be identifying myself as someone who can do tech because everybody can. I should be selling myself as somebody who can value add in my own way and somebody who knows tech, so that would help me. Yeah, so that's how it's helped me progress professionally. I've been looking a lot at LinkedIn and seeing people that I could perhaps reach out to in the future when I have more capacity. I got an internship actually over the course of this program. The interview process was kind of like before this program started, but um, so I'll be interning at the intellectual property office back in my hometown of the Philippines, and um, how this program has also kind of helped me with that is now I know exactly what I want to do there, who I want to meet, what I want to learn, the experiences that I want to get. Because when I was going into it initially, I mean, I didn't really think about these things. I was just like, I'm going to go and I'm going to get my experience and I'm going to go. But now I know what to look out for, what I could learn from, and how I could decide whether that's a career path that I want to take. So, my mentorship highlight is. Hmm, I mean, okay, I think my mentorship highlight with Alexandra is the fact that she is somebody that I realize that I look up a lot to. She's also like me from a very interdisciplinary background, and she herself is somebody that somehow managed to merge all of these things that she enjoyed, like tech and arts, and put them into her career. And that's why like this mentorship has been so meaningful to me. It's the fact that she's somebody who's managed to create this career pathway for herself that's not what you would call conventional, that she loves. And she said herself that it took her a long time to get there. It took a lot of mentors, a lot of trying out different things. And I guess it gives me hope because I was able to interact with her personally and have her as a mentor. She knows what it's like to want to have all of these different things. And having her as a mentor has been very insightful for me because now I know what exactly not what exactly I want to do. I mean, definitely not, but what exactly I should be doing, soul searching. In a way it is kind of soul searching, right? But what I could look for, what I could think about when I look for a job, and how I could go to certain internships and opportunities and learn from there. And I would say that my most memorable class was also by her. I mean, it's a bit biased. Maybe it's a bit biased, but her class was on human centric skills. And I remember when I was first watching it, my first thought was like, huh, human centric skills in tech, but all you sit down and do is code, right? Well, not really. Because there's a lot of jobs in the tech space beyond just dev work or analytics where you do need to talk to people and you need to talk to people well, be it your teams or clients. And human centric skills are at the forefront of everything. It's something that I've never really thought of bringing up or selling, I feel. So, again, getting into tech was something very, very new and jarring to me because I was not a technical person before university. So, I never saw it as a field where your human centric skills would come into play. But in hearing Alexandra's sharing, I realized that tech is so much more sorry, your human-centric skills are so much more important in tech than your actual technical capabilities. Because unless you're working pure dev, like sitting in a back room kind of dev, you will always be talking to people. You will always have to interact with people and collaborate with people. And yeah, that's why that was so meaningful to me. To me, it was like a breakthrough. It was so revolutionary because it's never how I saw in the industry. It's not how I thought things would be like. And hearing that really changed my worldview on career and on tech. And I think that's why it's more memorable to me. The other sessions have also been very, very insightful, hearing these personal sharings from other people. But all of them, when I hear all of their stories, it all just kind of goes back to that idea of human centric skills are king, no matter the industry they are. And so the final question here is why I would recommend the program to others. I would say that for me, this program has been very insightful because I'm somebody without a clear vision of what I want to do in the future. I mean, I know people that do. Um, the value add for me personally was in the fact that I didn't really know where I saw myself in the tech space. And this program has truly given me a lot of insight into where I could fit myself. Why I would recommend this program to other people is, well, for the people like me, it's just like that. Like, it gives you a lot of insight into the industry, especially with all these speakers coming in and talking about their experiences. I feel like these are views that we don't really hear from a lot. And it's said in such a candid way. And you get these very, very personal interactions. Even me as an asynchronous student, I've been able to reach out to these speakers and these mentors on like LinkedIn and talk to them about their experiences. I do feel that in that sense, it's very good for people without a very clear footing on where they want to go. I would say for people who are more into a certain field or who know what they want to do in the future, or for people who are already within the field, the value add for this program, which is not something that I experienced personally, because again, I come from a very different perspective from that. But I do think that the value add there is you get to hear from these like people with very established experiences and skills, and the insights that they have to offer about what exactly it is about their line of work that like what exactly it is about their line of work that their skills apply to. I think that is a value add as well, being able to hear from other people, because ultimately knowledge sharing and hearing about other people's experiences is quite important, especially if you're working a very cross functional, cross dynamic role. Hearing about other industry not other industry, hearing from people who have other roles would be quite important, so you understand. And for people who are, again, an experience I kind of relate to, like switching between fields, who want to get into tech and don't really know where to start, this is perfect, I would say. Like the amount of help that you get, the amount of guidance, as well as the just amazingness of the speakers and the programs really is truly helpful in helping you to find out where you can transfer your skills and how you can take what you know and then apply it into the tech space rather than feeling like you have to throw it all away, which is what I felt like. And so, yeah, I would recommend this program. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much, Giselle, again.